Hello guys. Hi. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Okay, so for today we're going to look at the experimental technique. Okay, so our work will be paper for practice, experimental technique, 6 marks question. So our way of today, I just want to focus about natural polymers and chromatography. What the question will ask you for this question. So you still remember, right? What means by natural polymers? Okay, and what is chromatography? Why we use chromatography? Okay, so let's see the question. Complex carbohydrates are natural condensation polymers. They can be broken down into colorless monomers which can then be separated and identified. X is a complex carbohydrate. Starting with a sample X, describe how to produce, separate, detect, and identify the monomers which make it up. Your answer should include the name of the process used to break down X into its monomers, the two types of substance that can be used to break down X, the name of the process used to separate the monomers, the method used to detect the monomers after they have been separated, and the method used to identify the monomers after they have been separated and detected. So this is 6 marks question. Okay, usually you have 6 marks question at the end of the paper 4. Okay, it's about experimental technique questions. Like I said, you must be precise about this thing. How if you want to use, for example, if you want to use a solution, what kind of solution will be you want to use? You cannot simply say, all right, I will use chloride solution, type of chloride. What kind of chloride solution? Is it hydrochloric acid type of solution? Okay, so you need to be precise. Okay, for example, we will pour hydrochloric acid solution into a test tube. So how many ml of hydrochloric solution you need to pour? For example, okay, and then we will have magnesium ribbon. For example, this is for example. Okay, so we will cut magnesium ribbon. So how many cm for that magnesium ribbon you need? All right, so you need to state what kind of solution you need, what kind of materials you use, how many centimeters, how many milliliters. Okay, so this is kind of precise thing that I've told you about. Okay, so let's see. So this thing, okay, from here to here, you need to know the sorry. So from here, the name of the process and the two types of substance that can be used to break down X. So you need to know the process of how to break down the complex carbohydrate. So in I have taught you in natural what do you call it? Natural polymers. Okay, we have two types of natural polymers, protein and carbohydrates polymers. So how to break them? They can be polymers. Polymers means that poly means a lot. Okay, monomers mean only one block to one block. Okay, so what do you call this thing? Polymers break to the monomers. What is the process of that thing? Okay, so you need to name the process, and you need to know what to do to break down the polymers of the carbohydrate to monomers. So, and next, okay, the method used to define these two is the method of chromatography method. Okay, if you want to test and identify something, you use chromatography. Okay, so let's see. So this is the answer. Okay, so first 6 marks. Okay, first you get 1 mark if you explain about hydrolysis process, use acid, what kind of acid, how many ml of acid, what is the condition of the acid, and then 1 mark for enzyme. Okay, what enzyme you use to break down, and chromatography you use to separate. Okay, you need to explain how you do this chromatography. Okay, locating agent, UV light, all right, and then you measure the RF value. Okay, compare with what standards. Okay, let's for carbohydrates. So carbohydrates contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Okay, so the simplest carbohydrate sugar is glucose, okay, which plants make. These are called monosaccharides. Complex carbohydrate we call polysaccharide in starch. Okay, carbohydrates are found in most foods. So the starting unit monosaccharide. So how they join together? They join by condensation, polymerization, the elimination of water molecules. Okay, so from glucose can be starch, and you can break down again, okay, you can break down starch to become glucose by hydrolysis process, and enzyme act as catalyst for this. Okay, you need to know the catalyst. So hydrolysis of carbohydrates. So hydrolysis is the reverse of condensation process. So you need to mention about the hydrolysis process, complex carbohydrates, what you do. So you heat with dilute hydrochloric acid. Okay, heat with dilute hydrochloric acid. Up to you. You can say how many minutes you want to heat with dilute hydrochloric. How many mils you need for hydrochloric acid. So individual you can results from this hydrolysis, you get the simple sugar unit. So you want to test which kind of amino acid and simple sugars, you use paper chromatography. Okay, so you can heat the sample X with dilute hydrochloric acid. So the results of hydrochloric acid, you get the individual simple sugar unit. So you want to test, you want to identify the amino acid and simple sugars, you use paper chromatography. Okay, that's all for hydrolysis of carbohydrate. The first three, okay, hydrolysis, the condition of hydrolysis, okay, what you need to do, and the results of hydrolysis.